We all understand the massive drawbacks of traditional wind turbines for power generation. They are huge, very expensive to install and maintain, noisy, and shouldn't be used near populated areas. So airborne wind energy harvesting solutions keep emerging now, and scientists are evaluating their potential to generate energy of up to 70 billion euros annually by 2050. This should cover all the needs in the UK and even a little more than that. So the Kitemill project is not just another commercially driven thing for airborne energy generation. This project is engineered and supported by Dr. Nhuyen, a lecturer in flight dynamics at the University of Bristol. Interestingly, the project got several grants and is now funded for about 6 million euros by various European organizations that seek a new way to use wind energy. The company itself is located in Norway and is about to launch its commercial versions of the Kitemill drones. Now let's see how this Kitemill project works. The idea is pretty simple. There is a drone and a ground-located station. The station basically consists of a generator with a long tether wound up on it. The drone is connected to the generator by the tether, and when it's blown away by the strong wind, it unwinds the tether from the generator and thus creates the conditions for energy generation. Well, the drone may need some help from electric motors to take off to its working altitudes. When it's up in the air, it starts pulling the rope consistently and with pretty strong power. The kite itself is made in the shape of a glider or a plane, and it has 4 tiny electric motors used during takeoff and landing phases. The body of the glider is made of composite materials that are pretty durable and aren't going to require repair or replacement within years of work under strong wind. The tether is made of polyethylene fibers, which allows it to be used under any weather conditions. It's not affected by moisture, sunbeams, or freezing temperatures. Also, it's very light and extremely durable. The base station is pretty minimalistic and consists only of a winch that has a built-in generator. This makes the project stand out from any other ideas because the setup price is going to be pretty affordable. The system is equipped with several sensors, allowing it to be autonomous and controlled by the computer. Once something goes wrong with the direction of flight, the motors in the glider kick in and put it back to the needed altitude. Basically, the system keeps winding and unwinding the tether and producing energy once it's launched. Also, the flight control system allows to steer the kite into the neutral position when the tether is completely unwound, and this makes it possible to wind it back with minimal losses of energy. Also, the system of sensors and automatic control allows the kite to automatically return to the ground base if some anomalies are registered. This will happen once the wind power is too low or too high, or there are other extreme conditions that don't allow the system to operate at its best potential. The operating altitudes are not yet disclosed, but it's common knowledge that wind gets stronger when we go up in the atmosphere, so at the altitude range of 150 to 350 meters, the Kitemill glider will be able to get stronger and more stable wind power. Unfortunately, there is yet no information about the price of the system, and also the company doesn't disclose much information about the performance of the Kitemill. We only know that the current model is able to generate about 100 kilowatt-hours of energy during one cycle, but we don't know how long this cycle takes and how many cycles it can take within a day or a month. Anyway, I see several problems that the company has to solve to make the project commercial and start installing these Kitemill stations all over Europe. First of all, the system can interfere with private aviation that operates at low altitudes, so it will need coordination with flight control bodies, and this makes things much harder to operate. Also, I doubt that the system can be completely automatic, and I believe each station will need a dedicated operator. This will most likely make the system pretty hard to scale, because you aren't likely to install and use a dozen such kites in a certain area due to the risks of them getting tangled and causing crashes. Also, the first commercial systems will have to be used in remote areas where they can't cause damage if they crash. In Europe, this can be a problem. But anyway, this is the next step in taking wind energy harvesting to a new level and taking it all up in the air.